This is my, it's a variation of Dunkled. It's called a Phunkeld, and I've had it for a long time. And I've seen flies similar to this Dunkled variants, but this is a Phunkeld because it uses pheasant. Looks like the cape for a pheasant. I'll show you in a second. But you can see the colours. It's just an absolute belter for brownies. Works well for rainbows too, actually. So let's go ahead and tie them. First thing I need, and I did have it a second ago, is a wet fly. So I can, which I've got in my mouth. Wet fly size 10, some black tying thread. So just come in and create a bed of tying thread. I love this fly on the point or the top dropper. On the point, tying a double, a 270, comes on 270. But this is for the top dropper, this one. So I've got a bed of tying thread. I come in with some Glow Bright, Viva Green, I forget the number. What is the number? Can't remember. But Viva Green. Double it over again, so you've got 4 strands. Double it over again, so you've got 8. I want to give myself some space. Come on, Steve, cut you in. I want to give myself a wee bit of space at the front. Right, so that's that tied in. I'm just covering up some of this green. I don't need to, so I'll cover it up later, but just for neatness. Come in, I know what length, I've got a little marker on my vise. And then what I always do with my tail is I come in with some Velcro. It just splits all the fibres and it makes for a better looking tail. There you go. A far better looking tail. I've then got some really fine French wire silver. I'll tie that in on the opposite side of the hook shank for me. I'm going to wind it up to secure my hackle. I've got here light bright, and the colour I'm looking for is copper. Copper light bright. And I want to spin a thin but quite tight dubbing rope. Pull some up off of there. That should be enough, I think. Maybe a touch, tiny touch more. And just make sure that it's all secured in there like so. Winding that on. Covering where the wires came in. Just wind up the body. Give yourself a bit of space at the front of you because I've got quite a bit to get on. Like so. And then what I like to do is stick a wet finishing. I think I've got a couple of black bits of light bright stuck in there. Peacock light bright. Dare say it'll not affect it much. So I've then got this cracker. Fire orange dyed cock cape. It really is a bright feather. I just want a feather that suits the gape of the hook. That one. So just take that off there. Take away the flute. Catch that in. And then just put finish on there. That should just pull off. Typical. Take that all off now, Steve. You fool. It's not sitting right, so take all that off. Try again. With my scissors. Get an angle there. Okay, this time. I really think I need pliers. Let's try. So you want a couple of turns at the head. I do need pliers. And then open turns 2, 3, 4, 5. Will I get another? No, I'm gonna come round with your rib, catch it in, nice even wraps through the hackle, right to the top, and then secure them off. And the scissors, couple of wraps here, and then just twizzle that. It's looking good. A little bit of Velcro just to pull out some of the light bright into the hackle, not too much. I'll put my tail stuck there, there you go. So this is the cock pheasant, and I want the centre, if I just take this back a little bit, you can see the whole cape, and it's these feathers here in the middle. They're kind of like the opposite of a badger hackle. I'll show you if I just pull some of the flew off. So the actual feather looks like that. Now what we've got to do is we've got to come in and take away, it's got a little bit of shine in it as well, a bit like a blackbird. It's got that oily, so I'm just going to get the tip here on my side. It's got that oily hue, if that makes sense. And I'll come in and just snip him off out the side of the camera. Take my feather and push it back so that I can get my thread to the front. And then just a quick finish in there. So you can see the colours of the feather, that pheasant feather. Stroke the fibres back, and then make sure that you cloak the fly on each wrap. I dealt with many, 2 or 3 turns. That's probably enough there, last one. And then at an angle, and then come back. So you've got that white at the head of the fly. I'm just going to turn this a little to snip. A couple more wraps. But it's that little white bit there that makes it stand out. Pull everything back and then tidy up with thread wraps. Making sure that the hackle's well splayed. That's him, Phunkeld. Anyway, your whip finishing tool, whip finish your fly, and then just to finish off, there you go, look at that for a fly. That white really makes it pop with orange. There's a little bit of varnish. Being careful not to have a little feather here. I've came a little bit over the eye, so I'll just tidy that up like so. There you go. That's a Phunkeld. Some fly for brownies, some fly for peaty water, and it works well for reservoir rainbows as well. I'm sure any of the boys that fishes traditionally for trout, brown trout and sea trout, I'm sure you'll be tying this and you will not be disappointed, I promise. I really hope you enjoyed that. If you did, folks, please subscribe to the channel. Take care and bye bye.